Hello, my name's Andrew Brooks and welcome to my YouTube channel. This video we're going to be looking at another McCartney Archive Deluxe Edition, following on from McCartney, Wildlife. Now we're going to be looking at Redrose Speedway. Hello. As I said, we're now looking at another McCartney Deluxe Edition, and this time we're going to be looking at, if I can bring it over, it's a heavy one, Redrose Speedway. Now I've been quite looking forward to showing you this particular edition. It followed on from Wildlife, and it was originally, as I mentioned in the Wildlife video, it was part of a bigger package where you got Redrose Speedway, Wildlife and Wings Over Europe in 1973 or whatever it was, 72. As I said, I couldn't afford to buy the super bonus one with the Wings Over Europe, so I'm afraid now we're just going to be concentrating on Redrose Speedway. And as you can see, it's a bit glossy. It's lovely. It's very shiny, and as per the other editions, it's quite a thick. Well, I say the other editions, McCartney was quite thin, but Wildlife was quite thick. And as you can see, it's a nice thick bundle. We've got the McCartney signature there. I was corrected on this. I haven't checked it out, but I was corrected that the McCartney signatures came about after or during Wings Over America, which he was still signed to Here Music or Concord Music, depending on which country you're in. So my thinking now is that they added this in on Wings Over America box, and they've kept it in ever since. So as this is a later edition, when he's re-signed to Capitol, it's now got the signature on, and my number on this one is a nice, all the zeros. Now I've done a little bit of digging into it, and all the zeros indicate it's a promo copy. I didn't buy this at the time. I bought this second hand on eBay, and it was relatively cheap. I was very pleased to get it for the price, and when it arrived, even better, it's got all the zeros. I fortunately managed to rescue the hype sticker, so I managed to put that on the front there. I know some people think sacrilege, but I do like to keep the hype stickers, and if I can, I do put them on the cover where they were originally placed in the cellophane. So, as I said, it's a nice glossy big tome this time, and I shall be unboxing it now. So I'll pull them out one at a time. I'll leave it there if I can. So, pulling it out, we have a yellow folder with the Bruce McMouse show. So that's something interesting to come and look for. Secondly, we have a nice black binder containing CDs and DVDs, and again we'll be coming back to those. It's got a very nice sort of engraved feel about it. Then we have a book called Wings Over Morocco, which I'll go through a bit more in depth. And the final book is, just move that out of the way, it's the cover of Redrose Speedway, and lots of bits and bobs inside. So, and that is the back cover. They don't attach them to the box sets, so they are loose. So I do keep those as well. So that's the back cover, and I'll be using that as my crib sheet to let you know what's on each one. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the deluxe book that comes with it. Again, as I mentioned previously, I don't open my pages too far because it ruins the spine, but as you can see, lots of writing, lots of some great photos of it in the studio recording the album there. Yeah, and it looks like there's some what are these track identification charts, so obviously he had to lay out which track was on what. Some great photos from the photo shoot, lots of outtakes as well as the original album cover one. Some shots of the band, the James Paul McCartney TV special, and some live photos there as well. And also included in this, just going to have a quick flick through to pull them out. I noticed there were some specials. So the first special I'm going to pull out for you is, it is a signed, obviously not a real signature, printed of the entire band, which is great. Next we have on Wings headed notepaper, 1 Soho Square, which is of course McCartney's MPL offices. It's the lyrics for Big Barn Bed written out. Plus on this one here, another replica of The Mess, and the lyrics that go with that. So let me just slide those back in where they belong, if you excuse me. And what other ones do we have? Let me have a look in here. Oh yes. So we now also have more replica stuff of a letter, District Manager's Office, Dear Paul, and it's from some sort of fan club, and he's written on the back, on the original obviously, the lyrics to Hold Me Tight. So somehow he kept that, and also Get on the Right Thing, or Get in the Right Thing, on a replica sheet. And I do believe that is all of the artifacts that have been replicated. So that's the book, which is really nice. Next we have Wings over Morocco. Obviously they had a little trip out in early '73, it says there, little trip out to Morocco, and this book has got some great photos of the band visiting out there. Presumably some of them were taken by Linda, if not all. So that's that. Fabulous. Okay, let's move on to the important stuff, shall we? So this is the discs, and as with every other McCartney Deluxe edition, you get a little card explaining all the previous ones, and for more information about the future releases. You also get a download card as well. I never use the download cards myself personally, but I always keep them. So as you can see on this one we have 4 discs, and so on disc 1 is just the regular album, but has been remastered at Abbey Road, supervised by Paul, as it constantly says on the next up we have the remastered double album. Now, Redrose Speedway was originally intended to be a double album, and it was reduced down to a single album, which is brilliant. And obviously there were pressings made for the double album, and I believe Denny Sewell had his copy still, and they managed to borrow it off of him and cleaned it up and then put it back out as a double album, as it should have been. And I like the double album. I know a few people who don't, and they prefer the single one, but I actually like the double album. I like them both. The double album, as well as the regular tracks, it's got Night Out, Get on the Right Thing, Country Dreamer, Big Barn Bed and My Love, Single Pigeon, When the Night, Seaside Woman, which didn't appear till later, I Lie Around and The Mess, Best Friend live in Antwerp, and then it goes into the loop medley, Hold Me Tight, Lazy Dynamite, Hands of Love and Power Cut. And then you've got a few extra tracks which didn't appear on the original, and they now crop up on this double album. So you've got Mama's Little Girl, I Would Only Smile, which is a Denny Lane song, One More Kiss, Tragedy, which was apparently He's been knocking that around for quite a while before actually recording it onto here. And Little Lamb Dragonfly. So that was the double album. The next disc we've got of bonus material is that disc there, and that's got different versions of it's got versions of Mary Had a Little Lamb, Little Woman Love, Hi 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 and Sea Moon, Live and Let Die. Obviously these are all things that appeared as singles and not on the album at the time. Sea Moon, Live and Let Die. Then you've got early mixes of Get on the Right Thing, Little Lamb Dragonfly, Little Woman Love, and 1882, a home recorded of 1882. Not my favourite song, I have to say. Maybe it would sound better if he progressed it through, but anyway. Big Barn Bed you've got a rough mix of, and then you go into The Mess and Thank You Darling, and rough mix of Mary Had a Little Lamb. 1882 again, live in Berlin, and another version of it. And then it goes on to Jazz Street and Live and Let Die, group only, take 10. And then on this one, and the last disc of this particular segment, is bonus videos. So you've now got videos for Hi Hi Hi, Sea Moon. You've got count them, four different versions of Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now, I don't know about yourselves, but personally it's not my favourite song, and I can't believe we've now got 4 videos for it as well. So you've got one in the countryside, one in the desert, one in the barn, and a psychedelic one. It then goes on to My Love video. You've got the complete James Paul McCartney TV special. You've got Live and Let Die, which was live in Liverpool, and also an interview from Newcastle. So I have to say, I think this is a fantastic addition. I was disappointed with McCartney 2. I was disappointed with McCartney. Wildlife, yeah, that's good. And as I said, I'm doing them in chronological order, not in the order that they were released in. So I'm very pleased with this particular edition. And then not only that, you also get this bonus package, which is the Bruce McMouse show. Now, if a lot of you are unaware of what Bruce McMouse is, it's basically a film which uses Wings live footage from their European tour and interspersed with an animated mouse, which was voiced by, and his family, which was voiced by various members of Wings, and Paul, Derek Guyler, who was a British comedian. So it's been, well, I have to be honest, and I wasn't aware of its existence until probably the late 90s. I'd never seen it. I'd seen little clips of the live stuff, but I've never actually seen the full movie. And in this box set, you get 2 full movies of it. You get one, which is the DVD, which is cool, and the second one, which is on Blu-ray, which is also cool. I do not own a Blu-ray player, so I was very pleased to get a DVD copy. So I'll open it up. So that's the inside of the yellow cover, and inside we've got a copy of the dialogue sheets of Who Says What. I'm not going to do any accents or imitations of Paul, but I think the mouse that Paul voices in the film is called Soily. So, oh man, if my daddy mixes it with the Wingers, I'm leaving Holmesy. That's one of the lines from the film that Paul wrote. Okay. Now we've got some copies of some sheets from the Curtain Bluff Hotel in Antigua in the West Indies. And on the back, we've got the original sketches of the various animated characters, and these are obviously drawn by Paul. That's obviously the family, the Mouse family, the McMouse family. There we go. Yeah, actually come through on the note paper. I'll give you a close up of that one. So these are quite nice for like the animation of to see how the characters were thought of or thought up by Paul. I actually say the mouse reminds me kind of a bit like Danger Mouse in its appearance, which was a 70s, late 70s TV cartoon in the UK. Again on Wings 1 Soho Square notepaper. And there is a lot of these, as you can see. This one, like they're double-sided. I'll pull the last two out. That one. There's that one. And there's like an overall view of inside the house. So that's Redrose Speedway. As I said, it's one of my favourites. I've always loved the album anyway. It's great that we've now got a double album of it, and I'm very impressed with the deluxe edition, and I'm more than happy to pay. I can't even remember what I paid, but I was very happy to receive it and find everything that's inside, and also I got a promo copy. Yeah, big thumbs up from me. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just, I figured that people probably haven't actually seen what are in the other deluxe editions, so I thought I'd do little videos just to show you what is actually in the deluxe editions. That's Redrose Speedway. I think next one we'll be moving on to is Ram. Now that is a goodie. You better watch that one. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, thumbs up and all of those. Comment, I'm always happy to answer comments, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.